Hey guys, so instead of finding a video, I'm just going to kind of guide you through the vocab on today's work sheet. And today we're going to be looking at what is sampling data and what's used for. So I'm just going to read through the definitions with you, go through a couple examples, and then you guys are going to try a Google form on your own to see if you understood the lesson. So, first of all, sampling is just collecting information from part of a population and using it to make predictions about the population as a whole. If you were to kind of gather all the information about a population, that would be a census. The way a sample is collected can greatly influence results. And it's very important to sample enough people to represent an entire population. Otherwise, we can get something called a biased result. So what we're looking for is something that's unbiased. So let's look at what unbiased is. An unbiased sample is a good fit and it's fair when all participants are willing to be a part of the sample and a specific outcome is not expected. So we have three types of samples that we're going to get that are unbiased. Number one is a random sample. It's like if each student's name is on a piece of paper and you pick it out of a bowl without looking, that would be randomly sampling the people in a class. It's not asking people in alphabetical order because that's a group in the beginning of the class, or it's not saying the oldest children in the class. This is saying we're just going to randomly pick out of a hat. Systemic sample is like if you were to say take the 20th person from an alphabetical list of students attending a school. So you're just grabbing one random person in a calculated way, or if you say I'm going to gather data from the 10th person that enters the class or enters the school, that is another random sampling, but you have like a number going along with it. And then your stratified sample is if a school is divided by a grade level and the students are randomly selected at that grade. So you're gathering a smaller group of people. They're divided by a certain type of way, and then you're going to just sample from there. So those are our unbiased samples. Then we're going to go to the biased type of sampling. It's not a good sample. It's unfair. Error is introduced by selecting or encountering a specific outcome. So for an example, like if you're asking elementary school kids if they would rather go to a museum, like of modern art to look at paintings, or an amusement park. Obviously, those kids are going to pick amusement parks because little kids don't really like art. They maybe one or two do, but majority of kids are going to pick the amusement park. Or if we go to a football game and ask everybody what their favorite sport is, most of them are going to say football. Or if you go to the Mathletes Club and you say, what's your favorite subject? Most of them are going to pick math. You want to go to a place that will get a wide variety of people to give you a good sample, which would be a random sampling. Bias samples are if you're going to go to a specific place and ask them what their favorite thing to do is. For example, going to a movie theater and you say, what do you like to do on a Friday night? Obviously, they like to go to movies. However, if you went to a grocery store and you said, what's your favorite thing you like to do on a Friday night? They would probably have more of a variety. So that would be more of a random sample as opposed to the movie theater would have more of a bias sample. Okay, so those are just the examples that I'm going to give you. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Google Classroom again, complete the Google form, and the form consists of the same exact questions that are in the packet, but just in a digital format so I could see what you guys are doing. Okay, if you have any questions, just email me.